Hello everybody, it's me, TONIK TZW. We're here in the Tier 5 British tech tree destroyer, the Icarus. And this is a great game that just goes to show that British is best. I love the British destroyer line, the short smokes, the agility. Yes, I haven't got engine boost, but I do have those single fire torpedoes, and in some cases I do also have sonar. And as you can see from the bottom of the screen there, this is actually going to turn into quite a serious game for me, and to be honest, it wasn't far off a base XP record. But here we go. We got 1, 2, 3 destroyers on each team, 3 cruisers, 3 battleships. So for once, Matchmaker has found us a quite well balanced game with a tier 4 tier 5 split. We spawn across here on ACAP, and if you've watched me stream or watched a lot of my other videos, I always say play the cap that you spawn on until you do anything else. So get in there, see what you can do, because in domination mode, caps are king. They are going to give you the points to give you the advantage that you need to then control the rest of the game by forcing red team to come after them into open water, and then you can slap them around a little bit and make their lives miserable. So with 3 destroyers, 3 cruisers and 3 battleships, I'm expecting pretty much a balanced team on the opposite side of here, of a destroyer, a cruiser and a battleship. We've got Perceptive running here, we've got a Huanghe behind us, and a Mackinson, who obviously isn't following my advice, because the first thing that he is doing is running away from his spawn cap. And I'm sorry dude, but stop doing that. It is stupid. Stupid. Help your team first and then go and do your own thing. But the Huang here is putting shots onto that destroyer. I do get spotted. I come off the cap because there's also an Omaha there. I'm going to drop my short smoke screen just to give me some cover. And that other destroyer has popped his smoke screen. Now I'm going to turn and go for the fight. I do get spotted, but my gun's around. He's run out of his smoke screen because he's thinking that he's going to come and torpedo my smoke screen. But guess what? I'm not there anymore. And now I'm going to go guns on you. And it's quite a reasonable reload on the British destroyers' guns. They haven't perhaps got the most alpha damage, but German destroyers also sometimes have low alpha damage on them, so I think it's quite an even match. But I'm glad to say that this Huanghe is behind me as well, and he's going to put some fire on this DD because he knows how crucial it is to get those little blighters off the map. But this guy is going to Kraken block me, not once but twice in this game, at least, potentially 3. This could have been a much bigger game. So just as my shells are about to land there and pick that T-22 up for first blood, the Huanghe's shells reach it and he gets the first blood instead of me. But I know he's there supporting me. I feel good about that, so I'm going to turn in and I'm going to push back against this cap. We haven't seen their battleship yet here on A cap, so I imagine he is hiding behind that island, because that's where my perceptive indicator is telling me that there is the closest ship, and there we go. Now we have an Omaha pushing out, and yes, I could citadel him if I was close enough and had AP loaded, but he's also got sonar and a lot more guns than me, so I don't want to get too close to him. But using the torpedo indicator, looking at his speed and direction, we see he is changing. And we put a spread of torpedoes out there just to kind of limit his opportunity to move around and hopefully give this cruiser behind me the chance to get some fire on. Omaha hasn't got a camo on, and that to me is easy meat because there's no additional dispersion there. But he could be running sonar because he turns away very abruptly there and starts heading in the opposite direction. As you can see, Perceptive is still telling me there's something there, but I can't run through that gap without getting detected. I've just fired my torpedoes, so I am going to cut through in the middle to support B cap in the center of the map and see what I can do there to help those guys out. As I said, a game like this seems to be more and more rare, where you have a really well balanced team on each side of destroyers, cruisers, and battleships, and it made it a lot of fun to play. Now here I'm thinking of cutting down through the middle here and coming around on the back of that battleship, and also trying to pick up the Omaha at the same time. But red team are taking an advantage as far as ships killed, although we do hold 2 of the capture points. So they're about, 100 points ahead of us. And as I'm about to cut through here, I realise that if I do and I get spotted, then there's a chance that that Nuremberg and the Warspite can cause me some problems. There's also a destroyer there in the middle of the cap. So using the torpedo indicator again, we look at which ships are moving where and at what speed and whether or not they're in range. That Nuremberg is super close to me. He's also got sonar. I don't want to be in range of that one. Warspite appears to be playing with his throttle, and I put both salvos overlapping out towards the Nuremberg, knowing that he's going to come around that corner and appear right beside me. I drop that smoke screen and I'm going to move back to A cap because that Omaha and battleship have not moved. Nuremberg disappears in the best way possible with a double torpedo hit, double flood, and a dev strike for kill number 1 of the game. 34,000 damage. We've got a solo cap, a cap reset, and now we're going to see what we can do to spot these 2 ships out here. There is the New York. Again, I can't push it too close. His guns are looking this way. He's expecting me. And I'm expecting this Omaha to push out and try and steal this cap from us. And obviously I'm having to come away from B cap now because there is a destroyer and the Warspite out there. And there's still a destroyer in the centre there as well. We are down to 4 ships versus 5. This isn't looking good for us. I've got a very, very long time to wait for my torpedoes to reload. And I literally have no idea where that Omaha got to. And this New York is going to get around the corner. But there's the Omaha, all the way over there. So I think I saved myself by coming back to defend A cap, because if I had gone through the middle there, I think I would have been running straight into that Omaha. So, good decision made there. We defend the cap, we let that New York push a little bit further out, and now we are going to turn around and push back through to B cap. Mr. New York is not going to get away scot-free though, because we are going to meet him on the other side of this island, and it's going to give me a little moment of pucker factor, because I just think the way his guns are looking, that he's HE loaded, he knows there's a destroyer here, and I'm just going to get all those barrels straight through the side of me and be out of this game. Blue team have folded. I don't know what the hell went on across the rest of the map. We did get C cap, we've got A cap. I think people just got overconfident. We have got the lead on points because of the capture points, but there's 2 of us left, and there's that New York, and I'm like, oh, for fiddlesticks. Drop my smoke screen, and I'm going to go straight line away from him, open up some distance. We see the Warspite there who's burning. The Huanghe, I think is it pronounced Huanghe, whatever that cruiser is. He has got him on fire, but he is very low health himself. And I've put a spread of torpedoes across there towards that Warspite. We make a double hit on the New York. We get 2 floods. And for whatever reason, those are going to sit and tick. And they're actually going to get me a medal out of that. But B cap is still turning red. That means there's a destroyer. There it is. It's a Mayan. Who's got the best guns? I think he has. But I get the first shot. I've got to watch out for that warspite though. I've got an island in front of me. This isn't going to end well for one of us, and so I'm just going to get out of this smoke and get a turn in, and we pick up a high caliber. And the Huanghe, even though I get a torpedo hit on the warspite, his fire burns it out. There's the Omaha. I'm looking back towards that New York. He's going away. Omaha hits me. I need to drop detection. Those floods are still ticking on the New York. We're above 90k now, 92k. It's still ticking. I don't want to be too close to this Omaha, so I'm going to head across the other side of the cap as kill number 3 pops up on the screen with a liquidator on the New York. We've got the Omaha sighted. As I said, he's got no camo on, and I'm thinking, you keep sailing that direction, mate, you are going to end up in my trophy cabinet. So we try to split the spread of torpedoes to cover as much area as possible. We are playing this cap for the points. We were, what, 5 ships to 2? We have pulled this one back to 2-2. It is phenomenal. And this cap is going to turn and give us even more of an advantage. We know that the last ship, apart from the Omaha, was across on sea cap. We get a torpedo hit and a flood on the Omaha. He damage controls that. I switch to armor piercing. I'm coming round the corner. I'm thinking I can finish this guy for kill number 4. Shuts out, but no, the Huanghe gets the kill again. So he supported me, but I do feel like I'm doing all the work here and actually doing all the preparation and all the cooking and all the dishwashing just to have somebody come in, sit down and eat, and then walk out the door without paying the bill. What's going on here? So, we've got one ship left. It's a Mackinson. And given that the Huanghe has picked up that first kill and that other kill, I'm thinking, I want you to die, mate, so that I can have this one. You know, you've Kraken blocked me now on 2 occasions. We could have already had the Kraken. He got lucky with the warspite with his fire instead of it being my torpedo, but the Mackinson is pushing in. I know this guy has sonar, but I don't know whether he's burned all his sonars through this game, but he's going to show me that he hasn't. He knows he's detected, he knows he's located, he is the only ship on the map. He can see where the Huanghe is, he's shooting at him, and he knows there's a destroyer coming at him, and I'm thinking I've got easy pickings here. But it's not going to be all that easy because I'm holding on these torpedoes because I want to push out wider to try and get him if he keeps going straight on. But he turns in and I'm like, oh, flip, right, let's get a spread of torps out. Oh no, there's the island and I'm into it, and there's a sonar, my engine's out. This whole game of absolutely immaculate, perfect planning and timing on everything is going to a complete world of crap. But it's not. Gotta stay cool, kitchen. There we go. We hit him with a torp. We get a Confederate. He has got a sliver of health left on him. I am using this island for cover, and I'm thinking I'm going to sit here and wait for my torpedoes to reload and play ring a roses round the island. But then I decide that discretion is the better part of valor, and we've got the win, and there's no point in dying, so I am going to run away as fast as I bloody well can. But I'm not done fighting yet. Never, ever give up the fight. I use the island to screen me from the Mackinson. He's going to come round that island one way or another, because if he doesn't come after me, he's going to go after the Huanghe. And there he is. I'm out of sonar range now. I'm going to give him something to think about. I can see that he's turning back towards me. I think he doesn't want to give up too much broadside to that cruiser and get set on fire again. We've got 12 seconds for torps coming back on. We're going to try a big boy spread, a wall of skill, something that is going to make a difference to this game. We can't get a Kraken. There's a minute less to play. There's one ship on. We're 920 points, players 290. I think the cruiser can see him, so I pop my smoke. How wrong could I have been? So I think I'll blind fire, but then his sonar's still running, and I'm thinking, oh crap, here we go again. We gun the engines, we get out of the smoke, we're thinking we can try and pick him off, but sonar's running, but he can't turn out of all those torpedoes. We pick up kill number 4, 120,732 damage, Liquidator, Confederate, Dev Strike, High Caliber. We get 2 solo caps, we get 7 cap defends, the 4 kills, 9 torpedo hits, some gun hits, some fires. There's a little bit of everything in there, including some flooding. 3,826 base XP there, which is actually more than second and third places on the winning team put together, and as many kills as they got together as well. So that to me is probably one of the best destroyer games that I have played down at that tier. I hope you have absolutely loved and enjoyed this one. If you have, smash that like button. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the channel and stick around and watch one of these videos and just help me grow the channel a little bit. Tell your friends to come and see TONIK TZW. Until next time, take care and goodbye.